How's everybody today? Pete here, Spaw and Fly Fish. Happy New Year. Happy new flies. Hopefully catch some happy new fish. Maybe we'll even go through some happy new materials. So by all means, grab your vise, grab your tools. Let's have some fun. Let's start this bug off today with the Ahrex TP610 in a size 2. I've got a gritty tungsten bead here. I want to say, and this was in a bag by itself, but I want to say it's a size 3/16 in the gray. And then, of course, I've got 6 wraps of some 0.020, or sorry, 0.025 lead-free wire. And then, of course, we will get all this situated with some thread and get it all locked down. And for that, today I've just got some 6/0 black thread. And whatever you've got handy is probably great. If you've got brown, perfect. If you've got 140, by all means, have at it. But let's make some angled wraps and then we'll follow up straight on wraps, bring all that thread together and lock all those weighted wire wraps in place, and then nothing is going to spin, including our bead. So let's just work a nice little thread base back here. We're going to right that special little magic spot where the shank begins to turn or curve, and that's going to be our end spot, our tie-in spot, all that good stuff. Today we're going to tie a little brown trout, but I want to show you these bad boys. So you're all familiar at this point with the polliwog tail. And previously we had a brown that I don't know, it wasn't very good. It was okay, but it wasn't great. So reworked that recipe and we dye all of these tails now in-house. So we want to bring you the best colors. These are the colors that we want to use. And that's of course what we want to share. So this is the new brown. This is not the dark brown. This is just a brown. Worked hard on that color, getting that recipe just right. But as you can see, so this is standard, right? Brown. We've got grizzly brown, and then we've got UV brown. So let's start this off. New year, all that good stuff. We're gonna tie in 1 shank length worth of this UV brown polliwog tail. I don't know if it gets any better than that. Just going to tie that thing right up to where those weighted wire wraps are, and then I'll tie it back to that little spot that we gave ourselves as far as a tie-in indicator. See how nicely that works? And now I can come up, trim out that little tag end of tail, and now I've created an even underbody that'll just make the rest of this fly that much more aesthetically pleasing. And there we go. At this point, I'm just going to start with a healthy sized thread loop. So go ahead and make your loop. We're going to get it tied back, and then we're going to go once, twice, 3 times around that loop with our thread. Bring that little knot right up to the shank, tie it back, and now we've closed off our thread loop. We're going to advance that thread all the way up behind the bead. I'm going to do 3 twists to open said loop, and now I've got a nice big ladder or stack set up of some spawn dubs, specifically UV Firetiger yellow. And so with this stuff, there's these little bits of UV orange that are going to go pop inside of this body, as well as a few black fibers, and it's really going to work great as a small brown trout body. Especially once we put a little collar on, we'll break up the monotony of what is this dubbed body, although pretty hard to say that this stuff's monotonous. Here we go. We're spinning, we're twisting. And then, of course, we're going to look for our little brush here. I'm just going to brush out all that goodness, make sure we release any trapped fibers that we caught while we were spinning this little brush. And keep brushing out all those fibers. Be aggressive. If you're aggressive and everything falls out, well, it tells you something about the structure of your loop, and maybe study that a little bit and make a better loop. So everything doesn't fail on its own. There's a reason. So if you find that reason, it's not a failure. It is a step toward your future success. Just have to fix something. Here we go. I'm just going to start wrapping this bad boy up. A lot of dub. And so if you want to thin this profile down, pretty simple. Use less dubbing, space it out more. A little space between the wraps would also work. Whatever you want to do. I don't mind a chubby little brown trout bait fish here, so I'm not too concerned with keeping him on a diet. I'm not looking for the svelte brown trout, just looking for early springtime, well-fed, chubby little brown trout minnow. That's what I have envisioned. I don't know. He might have a name. We haven't gotten that far yet, but there we go. Tie off our little loop. Bring it back over itself. Get a few wraps. Really secure the thread portion of your loop, and then nothing to it. Trim that bad boy out. Back to the brush. And let's just talk real quick about how cute that little tail is. All right, that was enough. I'm going to brush out. Again, be aggressive on this. Get it all out of there. And then it just trains back so well once you've released all those trout fibers. And so if you want, you can even get in there and get fancy. Get a comb involved. Just a little brush and brush that all back. And now it's definitely going to sort of interlock with the other fibers, and you get this homogenized sort of feel here. Everything's going to play really well together, and that's what we want. So now you can already see got a little moisture there on my fingers. We'll just brush back that dub. Pretty cool. Now, one more product we want to talk about. You're all familiar with the pintail or spawn pintail feathers. We have a bunch of them, but we've been adding some colors. So of course, since we're tying this beautiful little brown trout, got that hot new tail with the UV in the core. We've got the spawn dub, of course, continuing that UV vibe in the Firetiger yellow. But now I want to break up that body just a touch. So we got pintail. I have trimmed out the tip for a clean tie-in. Get that tied in, trim the excess out, and now we're ready to wrap this thing. So I just want to take a couple seconds and sort of squeeze these fibers together, let them know, hey, you want to stay in this orientation. I'm going to get my fingertips wet again, and then we'll start wrapping this. And all I want here is, maybe 2 wraps should do. So there's 1. And if you see, I'm wrapping closer to the inside flat portion of the feather versus on the side of the quill. And what that gives me is that much tighter wrap. It's going to lay those fibers down a little bit closer to themselves. And that's the look I want. There's 1 fiber I don't want, maybe 2. So you see there is our second full wrap. I'll catch it on the underside. So I did flip the vise on you. I hope you'll forgive me. And then I'll get in front of it for a wrap. Make sure this quill is going nowhere. Trim out. Oh, baby. Look at that. Just 2 wraps of a simple, natural material changed the whole outlook. That's a beautiful fly already. I'm so happy with that. What do you think? All right. Let's really lash down all that goodness. And again, go one more time to the wet fingertips. And just a little bit, nothing crazy. And you see by wrapping on the inside flat portion of that quill, really slicks down the shape of the fibers coming off that feather. But I think we can make it just a little cuter. So I'm going to go in here to some Peacock. This is just standard eyed stick, nothing crazy, nothing fancy, if you will. Just want to find some fibers that aren't super huge, meaning super bushy. I just want some that are going to lay nice and give a nice sort of effect. Even got some with some brown up here in the actual eye itself. Cut a chunk of those out. Let's see what we got. And sometimes with Peacock, it's a natural fiber, so you just kind of adjust as you go. So I'm not going to use a ton here, just enough to give this a subtle little dorsal effect and really finish off the aesthetic portion of this fly, if you will. Do you need it? Nope. I'm going to tell you right now, you can get by without this. And so these little guys here, these little short ones, I'm not a super big fan of that. Let's go ahead and fix that right now. And all right. The rest, well, I'm not liking that. Let's redo those. Let's get a real chunk here. Should have maybe gone for the fancier, a little bit more full peacock feather, but we'll be all right. Like I said, natural product, so doesn't always have your favorite fibers, but you look hard enough, you'll find something that'll work. All right, that's better. So now we'll just lay that again right on top. Come in with a soft wrap grab and add some pressure. Make sure it sits on top like so. And that's what we're looking for. Just that little bit of dorsal effect. I'm a big fan. I don't know if I catch more fish because of it, but I fish it with more confidence in that, you know, that does matter a lot. So to me, it catches more fish because of the way I fish it. If that makes sense. Here we go. Whip finish time. And I'm not going to put eyes on this guy. If you want, by all means, this would be a great one for eyes, but I can tell you right now, I'm just going to get this to, you know, the still water here once the river's closed. It's a great fly for the larger trout. Also works very well for the bass in the early season. So don't sleep on this thing. It works really well for a bass fly. And let's just cover up all those thread wraps with a nice layer of some head cement, and this bad boy is ready to go swimming. And so just to recap, had some fun incorporation of new materials here today. So we've got the new Spaw Polliwog Tails in different colors, and this one of course is not just different color, but is the UV option of the new brown. And then I've got our spawn dub in that body, doing what it does, giving those reflective reflections of UV, and then of course spawn pintail in yellow. Can't beat it. So there you go, folks. Pretty classy looking little brown trout, and that's all there is to it. Just get it wet. Fish know what to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I sure appreciate you spending your time here with us. And if you do me a favor though, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we will see you all on the water.